You're listening to the Telltale Podcast. Don't forget to check me out on all social media, on Patreon, on Teespring, and on Etsy. All links can be found on my website, telltaleatheist.com, or in the podcast's description. California mayor removes Pledge of Allegiance from meetings because Trump is the worst. Now, this is a really fascinating story right at its face for me because, first of all, as a young Jehovah's Witness, I was not allowed to say the Pledge of Allegiance, obviously. And I found it extremely fascinating that this person is removing the Pledge of Allegiance from meetings because, quote-unquote, Trump is the worst. I guess that was the reason that they cited, or whatever. This article is by Hemant Mehta on his blog, and it was written on January 26th. Let's give it a read. Ford Green, the mayor of San Anselmo, California, just pulled a move designed to infuriate conservatives who prefer symbols of patriotism over actual love of the country. He decided unilaterally to end the practice of saying the Pledge of Allegiance at town council meetings. Why? Because it's a mindless ritual, and because Donald Trump is an ass. My first reaction to this was, this is kind of stupid. When you say the Pledge of Allegiance, you're not pledging your allegiance to Donald Trump. You're saying the pledge to the United States of America, right? So the fact that there is a leader in right now that you don't like doesn't mean that you should cut the entire thing out. But then I got to thinking a little bit deeper, and why the fuck do we say the Pledge of Allegiance? It seems really, really weird to me that we say the pledge in the first place. I've never actually said the Pledge of Allegiance before out loud. Not that I remember anyway, so this is my first time saying it. The only reason I know it is because I used to have to sit through it every morning in school. So here's how it goes, as far as I can remember it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Nothing in there about the president. Nobody's pledging to the president. But why are we pledging allegiance to something like that? That seems, as it says here, it just seems like a mindless ritual. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, I'm heavily involved in like psychology and cult research and things. I do not like the fact that the Pledge of Allegiance exists like that. Like mindlessly pledging your allegiance to a group or organization or anything like that is a step in the wrong direction as far as I'm concerned. So I feel like this guy did the right thing, cutting the Pledge of Allegiance out of town council meetings, but he did it for the wrong reasons. The pledge isn't about Donald Trump. It's about the United States. So anyway, let's continue reading. This is a quote from the mayor, I believe. Green said after the meeting, his decision to dump the pledge is intended to demonstrate his continuing disdain for President Donald Trump. In October 2017, Green began taking a knee during the Pledge of Allegiance at any event he attended, including council meetings. Regarding his decision to remove the pledge from the town council's routine, Green said, "For my taste, it's a little too rote in action. It smacks too much of mindless obedience in a time when independent thinking and independent municipal action is at a premium because there is so little happening on the federal level. Over the course of the last 2 years, as I've been taking a knee, I turn around and look at everybody," Green said. "People's hearts don't really seem to be in it. They're just doing something out of custom. What's the point?" 100% agree with him on that. Definitely agree with that entire thing. Except, I wish he hadn't said that it was because of his continuing disdain for Donald Trump. I have disdain for Donald Trump. I do not like Trump. I talk about that every week on the podcast practically. I can't stand the dude. He's obnoxious. He's a bully. He's no better than a schoolhouse bully. Seriously. He's just, there's no intelligent thought in the guy's head. He's all fluff and powerful and all about might and putting your foot down and walking all over people. I don't give a shit about that. Like, I want the country to thrive and flourish and progress and do better, make scientific advancements. I don't give a shit if you can have a dick swinging contest with Iran. I don't want that. I want to make scientific progress. Why can't we work with Iranian scientists on things to make progress in society? instead of yelling at each other and swinging our dicks around. It's just stupid. Just the whole philosophy that Trump holds to is stupid as dog shit to me. I can't stand it. So anyway, I have disdain for the guy too. I don't like the guy either. But the flag is unconnected to that. Or saying the Pledge of Allegiance is unconnected to that. I'll probably get hate for that position, but that's what it is. I will never stand up in front of a flag and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I doubt I ever will. I'll cross my heart. I don't even know which hand to do. I think it's the left hand. Last time I did the wrong hand because I'd never done it before. During the Star Spangled Banner, like where they were singing the song and everything, and I had no idea which hand it was, and it turns out it's like offensive to do the wrong hand. And my ex was there, and she was like, "You're using the wrong hand. Like, put the correct hand over." I don't remember which one it is now. I'll just wait an extra like 3 seconds until it actually gets into the song next time and see what everyone else is doing. So I will cross my heart, like I was saying. I will cross my heart with whatever hand it happens to be, but I won't say it. It's just mindlessly repeating the same garbage over and over again. Same custom. I think it's stupid and I think it's wrong. So anyway, let's continue reading. I don't know anything about this man, but I love this man. This was by Hemant Mehta, by the way, himself. The rest of the town council, however, didn't approve of his action. At the very least, they'll have a more formal discussion about the pledge at their next meeting on February 11th. Perhaps they have a point there, but sometimes you need someone to shake up the system a little bit in order to move the discussion forward. Even if the pledge remains on the agenda, at least this gets a worthwhile conversation going about the purpose of a de facto prayer that adds nothing of value to these meetings. I can definitely agree on that point. Really fascinating take by Hemant Mehta. I'm glad I decided to give this article a read.